Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy II for the Nintendo Famicom system. Last episode, Fess, Maxine, Booker, and their pirate friend Leila submerged the last wyvern egg into the life spring so that it will eventually hatch and the wyvern species won't go extinct. We stopped by Deist here real quick to just sell off some stuff, and we're going to head over to Popped. We haven't been there in a while. I'm going to take Sid's airship to Kashuan. There's a rare monster that I want to grab over there before we get too deep involved back into the plot. And I want to grab a few more monsters in the nearby area just to, fill out the bestiary. Maybe try to get last-minute stats before we take on a tough boss. So, another reason why then this will let me basically save the game right before I take on that boss, because I kind of want to basically save scum to get an item off of the boss that'll make the game much easier. So it's a good idea to do that as well. So I'll be able to save right outside the town of Altair and then just run in, fight the boss. If I don't get the item, just reset and try it over again. So 5% drop rate for this item, but we'll discuss that, obviously in the next episode. So, but surprisingly, I'm getting some stats here. So, 2 more for Maxine to get another magic multiplier. That'll definitely help, because magic can be a saving grace in this upcoming boss fight. So, the boss will use a spell, the Blink spell, Blink 16, which is the max level of a spell. 16 is the highest that anything can get in this game, whether it be a weapon rank or a spell rank. So this boss, she uses Blink 16 on herself, and basically, if she does that, none of your characters are going to be able to hit her. So at that point, you basically just have to rely on Maxine and Leila to take out the boss with their magic. Which is unfortunate, because Leila keeps losing her intelligence, but something's happening in Altair. Well, we're going to head back there, so... But we're going to take a little bit of a diversion here, so... Like I said, we're going to fly to Kashuan. The enemy there is the Goblin Prince. It's the last of the Goblin-type enemies. It's only like a slightly higher than 4% chance of running into it. But luckily, we get it pretty quickly, so... And then from Kashuan, we can always just grab the Chocobo to the south there and run back to Bafsk to grab our boat, and then head back to Altair. So... Yeah, not too much with stat gaining here, but, I'm mainly just hoping to get lucky. But these enemies are pretty weak, the rank, 2-3 type monsters. So all our weapon levels far exceed that. Fess, I believe, is rank 5 with his swords, rank 4 with his knives. All of Maxine's spells are at least level 4, and Leila is rank 5 with her bow, rank 3 with her thunder, and Booker is rank 6 with his sword. So, yeah, not really going to get much experience out of here, at least in building up our stats, but, we may end up, getting lucky and getting maybe an MP growth or a agility growth, so you never know. But, like I said, the main reason I'm here is just to, fill out the bestiary, show everything off, so... Now, technically, there isn't no bestiary in-game here. I know some of the re-releases will have a bestiary, so you can see if you complete it, but I have a print-off of all the bestiaries, and that's where I get the stats and stuff from. So, as I go through that, and I just cross off enemies as I get them, so... But yeah, I was hoping to get this goblin monster, while I was in here and while I was walking around, but it's an even rarer encounter outside near Kashuan, but never appeared, so must have known that if it would have appeared, it would have been sent to the graveyard, to the monster graveyard, or we're actually gonna kind of visit there later on in the game, so. Because we will, much later on in the game, you'll learn where all these monsters are coming from. So, the game gives an in-game explanation. We were told that, that they were kind of coming from hell, that the Emperor of Palamecia Empire, he made like a pact. So, but there is the final enemy there, the Goblin Prince. He's the blue goblin down there, as opposed to the green goblin, who's the goblin guard, and a villain in Spider-Man. So, I heard the latest Spider-Man movie, the multiverse one, where they brought all the old Spider-Man back together. Tobey Maguire, James Garfield, and now whoever the new one guy was. They all brought him back. A lot of people said that was a pretty good movie, so. A lot of people also, the Into the Spider-Verse, the animated one, was also pretty good, so. But nothing special about the Goblin Prince here, still a rank 1 enemy, so I think it might have made him a little tougher and made him make a rank 2 monster, especially for how rare he is, but nope, he's just a vanilla rank 1 monster, so. Although he does have a lot of good equipment to drop, especially if you encounter him in the beginning of the game. So, let's, we won't necessarily grab the Chocobo, because we want to go down to the desert right down there. That's where there's a few monsters we want to get there. And I looked at the map wrong, and I have to go to the east. Otherwise, it's too big of a mountain chain here on the west, so. But, oh, let's just run away. Yeah, those scary leg eaters and vampire thorns. So we want to head into this desert, but right on the edge of the desert, we still run into an enemy that we want to get, the Antlion. So, rank 5 enemy. We've got the Chimera there. We just fought one of them. 4 of them, actually, in the last episode. That was the boss guarding the Life Spring from Rattie Heroes. So, maybe wyverns and chimeras are like arch enemies. You know, the chimeras know that the wyverns need the life spring to hatch their babies, and so they kind of guard it. So sometimes nature is cruel like that. Yep, I have my dog Spartacus here on my lap, so he doesn't know anything about the cruelty of nature. He was sitting inside today, all excited because I had the space heater on. It was a lousy day today here in Virginia. A lot of rain. I think it's part of the storm front. There's a big, massive storm front coming up the East Coast. Florida's apparently getting hit pretty hard. So, but I guess we're getting some of it too. So, the Antlion's weak against Ice and Scourge. So. And Fess got some stuff. Maxine got Intellect. I think one more and she will have the multiplier, because I think she was at 62, so that would be a 63 if I'm counting it right. She might have got another one in the meantime, but I wasn't super paying attention. But now let's step in the desert here and get this other last enemy here that we want to encounter, the Landray. So, another rank 5 enemy here. So you can see why it was important that we got the Chocobo earlier when we went to Kashuan Keep, because a lot of the enemies around Kashuan, or directly to the south of Kashuan, are rank 5, and we would not have been able to survive them. I mean, we were having trouble in the Dreadnought, and they were basically rank 3 and 4 enemies. So, yeah, so thankfully that Chocobo was there and gave us a free ride to run around and get back to where we needed to get to without random encounters. So, unlike a lot of future desert enemies in this series, the Final Fantasy series, these guys are not weak to ice. So, just work on anything. So, I'm trying to get both Thunder and Scourge up to, like I said, level 5. So, Fess can work a little bit of Insuna. Like I said, the main goal is to get Insuna up to level 8. That'll allow it to cure all status ailments. Technically, we only need to get it up to level 7 to cure all the status ailments, but haven't been able to get to level 8 would just be, a little bit nicer. So level 7 isn't all that important. Level 7 is we remove the KO status, but we already have the life spell for that. So level 6 would be the last actual status ailment we'd like to have removed. But it's always good to get a little bit of extra levels on it, just because, in case one of the levels, one of the spell checks fails, So, yeah, basically, like at level 4, you're casting the spell 4 times. But if only 2 of them go through, then you're not going to cure the level 3 and level 4 statuses. So I don't have them offhand with me right away, but I'll pull them up then. So I look through things here. So, but I give Maxine a chance to work on her thunder and Scourge, since these are rank 5 enemies, and Thunder and Scourge are both below rank 5. So getting a little bit of extra points there. So Fess will still get some good points on his knife as well, so he's nice. His knife is actually, I believe, caught up with his shield, so even though he's been using knives much shorter than shields, because they, the way the enemy ranks are, and you need to get more points as you're fighting stronger enemies, so... Well, like back here, we was only getting 1 or 2 points for a shield when fighting rank 1 enemies. Now he's fighting these multiple rank enemies. So I just pulled up here a level 1 Insuna cures darkness, level 2 poison, level 3 curse, level 4 amnesia, which is basically the mute status. Level 5 is toad, level 6 is stone, and level 7 is KO. And outside of battle, it's always that +1. So outside of battle, you don't need to have a rank 6 to revive somebody from KO status. But in battle, you would have to have it level 7. But we would just be using, life in battle. So, but now let's grab our chocobo, make a quick run up to Bask again to grab our ship, and then we have to go back onto the ocean to head back to Altair, where we were told that something is happening. So we'll make a quick detour at Poff's sister city, Paloom. Talk with just the pirates there. There's not a bunch of pirates there, but we'll just stop by, grab some dialogue. So, and for some reason, when we're not on the chocobo can run across the water. So it'd be nice if that chocobo ran across the water. I think it's the blue chocobo that can do that in Final Fantasy VII. I don't know. One walks across the river water. One walks across. One walks across mountains. I think it's blue is the river, and green is the mountains. Black does both, and then gold does everything, can walk across the ocean. So, and then you get the Chocobot in Final Fantasy Adventure, which is actually the first game in the Secret of the Mana series. So, I actually liked that game, Final Fantasy Adventure, but I never liked the Secret of Mana. Couldn't get into it. I didn't like the menu system, and it has this ring menu system. It's really complicated and weird. Nah, it didn't suit my taste. And I didn't like it was kind of plays like Zelda, but you have to you can't be like Zelda where you swing your sword and keep doing damage. You have to kind of wait, let your charges attack. So it's kind of like it's turn-based, but it's not turn-based. You can run around while you're waiting for your thing to charge. It's a kind of a weird system. I don't personally like it, but it's, I guess, a very popular system because there's the Mana series has a long list of games, and it's usually up there. And when people put their top Super Nintendo games of like all time. A lot of places list that pretty high. So, but couldn't get into it. But and that's the fun thing about gaming. You know, there's variety for everybody. So, but play what you like. Here's the Buccaneers. I think I used the joke before, but how much do pirates pay for corn? A buccaneer. So, terrible dad joke. I just started following dad jokes on Instagram. So, I made an Instagram account a few months ago, and I went to, well, I had one, but I never posted anything on it. I don't even know why I had it. I think, you know, for whatever reason, but I actually started posting on it because I was talking with this girl that I'm trying to date, and we were talking every day on text. And when I went to Canada, unfortunately, I lost connection because my cell phone didn't have reception up in Canada. So the only way I was able to talk with her was when I had internet connection. And I was able to text her. She didn't have Facebook or anything, so I knew she had an Instagram because she told me about it. So I was able to send her on Instagram Messenger. So it's the only reason I have it, but so they're not big into these big apps. Just YouTube. YouTube's where it's at for me. So YouTube and Facebook. But apparently that's going the way of the dinosaur Facebook. Apparently that's like for old people now. I don't know. It was all the rage when I was, you know, growing up. Actually, it was MySpace at first, and then Facebook took over, and now apparently the new one is, like I said, Instagram and TikTok. It's a whole bunch, so don't really get involved. But, alright. Maybe I should make an account for my rats and my dog. So, animals are apparently very, very popular. I get a lot of animal feeds from them, so everything like links to one another, so like I guess they see that I post on YouTube about animals and rats and stuff, so I get inundated with pet videos on like Instagram and on Facebook. So, well, that's cool. Pets are cute. Pets are cute. So, if you have a pet who passed away and would like me to have it be memorialized as a hero, let me know. So, shoot it in a comment link, and we can set it up and get a picture. Because all these animals, like I said, these are all, you know, Maxine, Booker, Fess. They were all somebody's rats who unfortunately passed away and are now living in heaven at the Rainbow Bridge with all our other buddies. So, how are ye? Well, we're tired because we just went through a big cave and we haven't stopped at the inn. Did you see the island near Deist? There's some odd mask-wearing people in the cave there. Yeah, we saw them. You got a black mask there. The Princess of Finn's been acting odd lately. Well, that someone in Poff said, you know, that there's something going on in Altair. Now we're learning that the princess is acting weird, so well, let's go check out on the princess. But, well, first we're actually going to, you know, stop and talk with all the townspeople first. See what they have to say. It's not nice to just go there and, you know, barge in on the princess. Maybe someone can explain something. Oh, Maxine got another intelligence. She's really getting the intelligence here. Nice. Here we go. We're gonna head on in here and talk with all the people. And then we'll step outside and save, because like I said, we're going to try to save Scum an item drop off the boss. Why does the princess just laugh when I talk with her? The princess won't come out of her room. The princess is acting weird. I've lost sleep over the Empire. The princess has been acting very strange. Yeah, well, when she came back from the Dreadnought, she was just in her room laughing all the time. Now everybody's taking notice of it, so... Prince Gordon has led the army strongly since the king's passing. Way to go, Gordon. He's finally living up to the potential that his brother Scott said he had. The dragoons vanquished? Unfortunately, yes. One is alive, though, looking for the ultimate magic. Why is the princess acting so weird? I don't know, we'll talk with her. Let's talk with everybody else here first, though. Glad to see you back safely. Thank you. Hilda's been acting strange. I don't know what I can do to help her. Will you speak to her for me? Absolutely. But first we're going to talk with the folks on the left side of the rebel hideout here. Let's see what they have to say. Welcome to the rebel army, Leila. Prince Gordon has become a firm leader thanks to his time spent with your lot. I saw the princess eating a rat. Oh no, that's terrible. Poor wyvern. Uh-oh. Do we really want to go talk with the princess? Because Fess, Maxine, and Booker are all rats. Uh-oh. Hopefully the princess don't eat them. Well, just to be safe, what we're going to do is we're going to make a save here. We're going to heal ourselves up. And before we go take on the boss, what we want to do is we want to take we want to take Leila's ice bow off of her, and we'll let her use the flame bow. Because Leila's going to leave our party just temporarily. Gordon's going to come back after this boss battle, and so we won't have a chance to do it after the battle, because it happens right away, right after the battle. And we want, there's going to be some enemies that are weak against ice, so we want to make sure that we have the ice bow for Gordon when he gets back on the team, so. But that'll be next episode. Take care, have a good one, thanks for following along. Bye!